Hello and welcome to another episode of the Rake Reflects. This time we are reflecting on the October monthly tournament. This was round one, which we were actually in a featured pod. If you were watching coverage live, you know you're in for a little bit of a treat. We take Loki here, and Loki immediately does a very, very nice thing. Gives us a free 6-2 with a good ability. Very strong. This is basically as strong as you can get on turn one. So let's go ahead and get in there. Decide to put the guy in the back to make it a little bit harder for their opponent to get any kind of slay triggers or anything. And we get rewarded for that by making this Polywoggle not get a slay. And then, oh my goodness, it's all happening. It's all happening. Everything. This is like the perfect 2 turns for Loki. Just free economy. Like we should only be able, like if we weren't playing Loki, we would have 2 unicorns right now and not all of this stuff. So we get in combat, give him a good smushing, nothing to worry about there. And this is the first time Loki doesn't do that much. He gives +1/+1 to one of the unicorns. And sure, we'll go ahead and buy this pair of Lonely Princes. No big deal. Should be able to win without them, but adding a couple of 1/3s to the board, not really the biggest improvement that we could have had. So we get into here and see this Fallen Angel player, no match for us. And Loki does another great friend thing and casts the Wish Upon a Star, which gives us 1 XP and possibly 2 XP if we can win this round. And decided to pass up on the pair of crafties because we're not going to lock for it. Hopefully we'll be level 4 next turn. And here, yeah, we'll just go ahead and take this Crown of Atlas. That'll boost up 3 of our units on board for this turn. Most important thing is that we win this turn. We're up against a fairly strong Pied Piper, so just try and position for maximum power. You're able to get in there, and they have got a pretty strong board for 3.0, but it's not as strong as ours. So go ahead, take this down. Pretty easy win, and we're up to level 4 already. Okay, and we cast 4 glory. Okay, so want to win this fight. Not too much. I mean, our board is already strong enough usually for 3.2, so we'll just go ahead and grab a Medusa. I really like Medusa in general. Yeah, none of these other things are too exciting. We could maybe try and get a Chupacabra going since we're ahead a couple levels, but it's not that exciting unless it's pumping up a ranged unit, a ranged support unit, usually like a Mim, or not a Mim, a Sporko. Sporko or Lady of the Lake. If Chupacabra is pumping them up, then it's pretty strong. Otherwise, leave it as here. And this is not a strong board. If you watch coverage, EC John had his eggs cracked one too many times. And what just happened here? We foregloried into a River Wish Mermaid, and then cast Loki. Was a real big friend here, and cast Masquerade Ball into double Baba Yaga. So that instantly gives us the kind of the nut slay board, slay backline, not the front line, but sets us up so that we can really get some super scaling in here. Position's a little awkward because we want Medusa in 1, but Medusa in 1 is never going to slay and never going to get us a buff from that. So I'm being greedy here and really trying to get this Medusa to slay, because Medusa as a 3/3 is fine, like the attack trigger is fine. When you can get Medusa to a 6/6, where she actually just kills things instead of like leaving them around, it really pops off. And not the best fight for us. Our opponent's relatively strong, and like our board isn't. The potential growth for our board is astonishing. What we have now is like fairly mediocre, but the growth potential is going way up with this lightning dragon getting the automatic first attack, and Yeah. So I think I eventually position such that I just actually put one of the frog princes in the back line or in hand, so I can double support all of my frontline units, and particularly this Medusa. Um, no, I don't do it for this fight. We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, so the Prince Lightning Dragon attacks first, gets a double slay, and unfortunately we can't ever hit the Mim back with our back line or with our ranged. So that gets us, and then we get, just back that up, because we get Bounty Board, and now whenever we trigger a slay ability, we get a gold, and as long as that Lightning Dragon slays, we're getting 2, and now we're going to get even more from the Baba Yaga, and we can go ahead and take this Dracula Saber, especially the Lightning Dragon, should put us get one hit off of that to begin with, and go ahead and do this. And I think, yeah, this is where I decide to make an unconventional move and just have everything set up right there. I'm not sure if it was correct, but it was fun. Unfortunately, this fight ends up going a little bit awry. Things are just a little bit too big for us. But hey, nothing. Now we get Evil Eye. So the amount of growth we're about to get off of these guys is ridiculous, and the amount of gold we're going to get off of the bounty board, it's going to be a good time. Let me tell you what, it's a good time. So we get going here, still trying to figure out what to do. Like these 4 characters right here are fantastic. We love them. These 3 guys over here could use some work. The Nian just being an easy level 5 treasure is a big deal, because we really want the oh crap, I can't remember the name of it. You know what it is. Your backline supports everybody in front. You don't need 2 people. We did a little unlucky here in that the double Shepherd Sling from our Celestial Tiger prevents the Medusa from getting that first slay in. That would have gotten it really good. And here I just have to make an economy one and get the staff. It's not necessary to have the staff, because we're going to be getting just so much gold off of our existing treasures, and that's why we're just not interested in replacing any of these. Yeah, just not worth it. So I probably should be snapping up a Neon right here just to get the damn it, blanking on it. The backline supports everything. That treasure is going to be critical to making things really pop off. Although an extra Baba Yaga is not bad. That does some work too. Especially it's ranged, you know, pretty strong here, and you can see instantly how much this lightning dragon has grown. It grew like just 40 by 40 in this fight alone, I believe. Yeah. So another Baba, absolutely. We're gonna snap that up, and we're level 6, and Empress P really works quite well in these kind of comps. Although things are going well enough that we don't have to do it right here. And like getting the initial numbers off that Empress P is a little tricky to get a reasonably first slay. And I am choosing to run let me pop a Empress P pair, and we're choosing to run the Soul Tack to protect mostly the River Wish Mermaid. That's the most important thing, that giving slay to the dragon here. You can see the dragon attacks, and yeah, that first attack is 40 points. Yeah, it's just really popping off here. Um, and then we get to have some real fun here. Okay, we'll take another Yorm. And okay, a level 6 treasure. That's level 6 treasure has to be good. We can probably get rid of this staff. We're just getting so much gold anyway. It doesn't matter. And ooh, like this is greedy. And then I'm actually turning down like a zillion gold for this mimic. But double bounty board. We're not going to get 2 level 7 treasures off of that. Although doubling the level 7 treasure could be quite good. And then here. Oh, there it is, the Horn of Olympus. That's what I was trying to talk about before. This horn with it's just the amount of scaling is going to go absolutely berserk. The only problem we have here is that our comp is already so good. There's not that much we can do. Like we just take another Soul Tech in case we want to like really protect our back line against someone who's got their own Lightning Dragons. But here, so let's go in here. So this Lightning Dragon has 154 attack, and then it attacks first, and things just start going in. So there's 154 to begin with, and now it's 236, 32. So it just picked up 80 attack with one at one, and then you can see this Yorm is going absolutely berserk, and we'll just go ahead and speed this up because it takes a while. It's a lot of just slay triggers just piling on up. Yeah, just growing like a weed. And like I said here, I should have put this Empress P in slot 1 to give it the best chance of getting a slay in. I don't know why I just, going off and trying to count the number of slay triggers, and it's like, that would be the nice thing if I left. If we could somehow also have the bounty board in here, not so much because we need the gold for the extra units, but just the easy count on how much gold we have. So it would show us that we have like 176 gold. So that would mean that we had 164 slay triggers in that one fight. Yeah, things are just whoom. This is at 3x speed, by the way. It still takes this long. Just absolutely berserk. And our opponent is nice enough to have a little summon strategy so we can get extra triggers. All right, and then we're into top 3. We're looking at our opponent. They do have, yeah, they had a Doom Breath the last time we saw them, so we're definitely bringing in the Soul Tech. And yeah, none of these things are an upgrade to our board, unfortunately. And as Loki, we can't cast, we don't see spells. We can't cast combat spells. We just have to, trust Loki. And honestly, we trust Loki. After the initial start, we trust Loki to do good things for us. I'm thinking about maybe one of Doom Breath against someone else who had a really scary back line, but no. And then our opponent is, they've got World Tree. They've already got some pretty strong pumpkin. Everything's evil. These Empress P's could be putting a lot of stats onto creatures, but our Lightning Dragon is just taking care of business. So, and again, this World Tree evil pumpkin gives us more triggers, which is exactly what we need. We just want more and more triggers. Just look at this. The numbers are going off the scale here. We have. I wish every round would go this way, except then the game wouldn't be any fun. But when you can do it, it's just a lot of fun. I was at this point featured on coverage. I'll put a link to that, and it is delightful. The commentators, Alias V and Paulo Vitor Damadorosa, did an excellent job of embracing the joy that I felt. And so here, just this last round, we don't need to scale that up that much. I'm just trying to make sure nothing goes too wrong, and having that big Empress P is probably better than having the extra scaling from the Baba Yaga. Also has the upside of allowing us to finish this fight in not an unreasonable amount of time. And although maybe the more time we have to fight, the more emotes we can run. So that's that was nice. Yep, and everything's golden, so we're dealing 24 damage to them. So tournaments are easy, man. Just like that. I will probably continue to break down my tournaments here. Just spoiler alert for you guys, I completed day 1 with 45 match points, which is exactly enough to qualify for day 2. That is before the 5 bonus pro points I have for being silver. Anyway, I'll be into day 2 and hopefully doing some more of this stuff tomorrow. That'd be great. Thanks for watching. I will put a link to the coverage just in case anyone's interested in their view of it. But go ahead and subscribe here for more. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may all your shops be gorgeous and all your hits be surgical.